So far in our Angular series, we covered a lot of key aspects of an Angular application, like how it starts and how do we create components. But till now we are only working with static content. That is, whatever content we are hard coding in our template file, it is getting displayed on the browser. And I'm pretty sure that no one is finding it interesting. So, let's switch to something interesting and output some data which is not hard coded in our Angular template. Let's learn data binding. So here I am going to create a new Angular application using command ng space new and then name it FTS data binding and go with the default options for the project creation. Now let's open it in VS Code, and for that let's change the directory to FTS data binding, and then for opening it in VS Code, let's say code space dot. Yeah. Here now let's close the release and welcome note. Open terminal. For that you know the shortcut. It's control backtick if you forgot. And then let's serve the application using ng space s. And also remember to replace this default template from app component HTML that Angular provides us, and then let's replace it with a heading, hard-coded heading for now, app component, and save it. Let's see, it's working fine, and for a better view I have placed browser and code side by side. Now let's open the app component ts file and remove the title from this place, make it an empty class. Now you will be left with a simple class app component with a decorator and some properties inside it which we have already discussed in the previous part. Let's create a variable inside the class name of type string and assign it a value, let's say Akash inside quotes and then semicolon. This is how you declare a variable in TypeScript. Now, what if I want to output this variable in my template file to see the name Akash on the browser? Let's go to our template file and type name inside a p tag and hit save. Nope, this was not our expectation. So basically, Angular is treating it as a text. And solution for this use case is string interpolation. I will replace this name string with double curly braces, opening and closing. This is the syntax of string interpolation. And in between these curly braces, we have to put an expression, which in this case would be the variable name or the variable reference name here. Now hit save and tada, it's here. But remember that you can not only just put a variable inside these curly braces, instead you can put any expression which can result to a string in the end. You can even put a string inside the curly braces like this. Curly braces, then quote on, Mehra, and then save. So basically whatever you write inside the curly braces in the end should return a string. Another important thing to learn here is that string interpolation only works with public properties. For example, if I go back to my component file and make this property as private, I'll get an error in the template file. Let's see, saying it's private and only accessible in the component class. And guys, by default, all the properties declared inside the TypeScript class are public. Let's remove it now and declare a variable age of type number this time and try to output this in our template file using string interpolation. Akash Mehra is curly braces and age curly braces closed, years old, and save. We see that the age is getting displayed correctly, and that is because a number can be easily converted into a string. So let us improvise our statement a little and say that the expression either need to return a string or return something that can easily be converted into a string. Now let's explore another example of string interpolation, but this time with methods. This time we'll create a method that returns a welcome message. For that, let's go to the component file again and add a new method, get welcome message. Set the return type to string, and then inside it, let's simply return a message in quotes. Welcome to Fulltechstack Angular series and semicolon and save. We can now use this method to display the welcome message in our template. Inside a paragraph tag, I'll use string interpolation to display welcome message and save. And there you have it. And this was it about string interpolation. Thank you guys for watching.